What's going on, everybody? This is Chris with Great Escapes RV Supercenter. Ladies and gents, today we're going to be opening up a 2021 Grand Design Transcend Xplor 231RK. This is a nice travel trailer loaded out with some cool bells and whistles, and it's my pleasure to show it off to you guys and show you the accessibility features on it whenever you're pulled over on the side of the road and you want to take a quick nap, or maybe you need to use the restroom. Is this the RV for you? Does it have an easily accessible bathroom? Does it have a place for you to crash out if you needed to? We're gonna do that today. So, of course, starting out with this unit, as you can see, it does have dual entry, which is one of my personal favorites on here because the rear portion of it does have a slide on the driver's side, and it does block the kitchen access portion to get to the bathroom. However, if you are stopped on the side of the road and you guys do need to access it, the bedroom here in the front will lead to the bathroom in the middle to give you that ability to stop and use the restroom and be able to catch some Z's if you really needed to. Starting out here with the front, as you can see, you've got a nice powered tongue jack upgrade on here. This is a really sweet feature. I love this. It does include a docking light, so you guys can be able to do that at night. You've got your propane tanks, which you fill upon your purchase, as well as provide you with a battery. This is a rolled aluminum camper. It does have an updated or an upgraded exterior coating on here as far as fading and shipping goes, offered through Grand Design, which is a nice feature to have. Of course, you've got nice pass-through storage in here. You've got on, off, and motion sensing LED lights. Really cool. Of course, unit's closed up. We're gonna open it up. You have a 20-foot full span awning. You have a nice setup with the 6-gallon hot water heater on here. You've got your furnace, you've got your tires and rims, as well as your suspension system. Those are Westlake tires. You got a potable water only section right here to be able to put you some water fill when you're on the road. You got a 110 power source right here. You got a nice setup right here as well for cable TV, if you have that offered at the campground. This is manual jacks on the front and rear, but you guys can get you a 3/4 inch socket, hook that up. That'll raise and lower much faster than if you had to do that manually. Tubular bumper on the back. You guys can be able to put your sewer hose back there. You got a full-size spare tire, pre-wired for a backup camera on the back, and you have an access ladder on the roof. Now, another thing that a lot of times you see in videos is people talk about all the cool features of the RV. They don't really show it of it being, of course, closed up, and they don't really show it on the roof. So I only have one hand handy, but I care about you guys, and we're gonna climb up here and show you guys the top roof. So you got one AC, you've got a Winegard Air 360 set up on here. It's an omnidirectional, it's really cool. And then you also have a nice setup with a solar panel on top as well, already pre-installed. Very awesome. Let's go down here. Well, I'm doing pretty good with one hand. This is a 30 amp service. And then of course on this side, this is the driver's side. It does have the dinette and the couch portion of the slide out, which we will go ahead and open out. On the opposite side right here, you got a nice little convenient access area in here. You guys can be able to shut off the battery disconnect. You've got a section here for city water and your freshwater fill, cable TV and satellite inputs. You've got a solar charge controller, Furrion, and another one of my personal favorites is a GFI located right next to the water source, because if you guys do have a heated hose, you guys can plug that in right here, prevents your hose from freezing. It's another really cool thing that Grand Design does that you don't see on a lot of other RVs. Very cool. Let's go ahead and first of all, let's go up to the front and just kind of show you the accessibility as far as, you know, you parked on the side of the road, you need to use the restroom, maybe you got to take a shower, maybe you got to catch some Z's. So first thought walking into here is it is cold. This is a nice AC unit in here. I've only had this unit on for about 10-15 minutes, and it insulates really well, actually. The main floor, R value is 11, the walls are 9, and the roof is an R40. As you can see, you have a nice large queen size 60 by 80 mattress. You've got overhead storage features on top. You've got more sections right here for storage. You've got another section right here to be able to put, you know, additional clothing, shoes, all that kind of stuff. Really cool. On-off lights, LED. You got a TV backer right here to be able to put yourself a TV and have that hooked up to cable TV or satellite. You got pleated shades for privacy. You got the nice little pocket style doors. Simply pop these out, be able to have yourself some privacy. Very cool. Always keep these latched in so when you're moving down the road, they're not sliding, slamming shut. Nice setup in here. It's an easy access as far as being parked on the side of the road. You got your toilet, your walk-in shower. They include these little slingshot doors. I like them. You just gotta be wary or be mindful of them because it includes a little squeegee in there, but it can be kind of scary if you're in the shower, you go to open it, and I'll show you, it slaps open like that. It can be pretty loud and kind of catch you off guard. So always be mindful of those little slingshot showers. They work really well, but I do like as well because if you don't like this, then the top rod still can accommodate those little D-rings if you wanted to. So you could put your own kind of shower curtain if you wanted to. You've got a section right here to be able to put your towels and other toiletry items. Nice little vanity and a medicine cabinet. And of course, as you can see right here, this is with the slide closed, that you do not have access to the front portion from this area. However, then there is another door right there to be able to access your kitchen, your control panel to open the slides. So let's go ahead and do that next. So, close that. As far as accessibility on the side of the road, my 2 thumbs up because this does have easy access to your bathroom and to a sleeping area. And looking around, it's a little bit tight quarters in here, but you have enough room. You could even sit down and enjoy a meal. You have access to your refrigerator. You have access to your kitchen sink. And then just simply pressing this out button on your command center, you'll see this start to slide out. And once it gets to its furthest point, you'll hear it kind of click. That lets you know that it is at its furthest point, and then you can stop. The same thing with pulling it in as well. All right, and now you have plenty of room to be able to move about through here. Nice setup with the Thomas Paine Collection theater style seating. You have additional little mini pantry storage, nice deep pockets. Very cool. Furrion microwave, Furrion range. You've got the 3-burner stovetop with the oven combo, convenience light, plenty of cabinet storage, solid steel ball bearing drawer glides. You have on, off, and motion sensor LED lighting. Very cool. I like this as well. You know, you got your shoes, put that in the little cubby hole. You have, of course, fire extinguisher, carbon monoxide detector, smoke detector, all the safety features, emergency exits that an RV should have. Furrion AM, FM, Bluetooth. You've got a USB port here, an auxiliary. You've got multi-zone selection, so you guys can have the music on the inside or on the outside, and a TCL flat screen TV with the built-in Roku. So if you had a campground, you have free Wi-Fi, or maybe you have a hotspot, you guys can be able to watch your Netflix, Hulu, Prime. I like the booth dinette. Grand Design's always kind of just doing the next best thing, and of course they make this little wood look style on the booth dinette. Simply remove those rods. This will collapse down. You can put these cushions across and sleep up to 2 more people in this RV. Very cool. Of course, walking through in the front, what you had saw initially in the beginning, is now you have easy access to be able to come in here into the bathroom and use the toiletry facility. Very nice. With another pocket door right here. Cool. Ladies and gents, this is a brief introductory tour. I may have missed something in here. That's one of the reasons why I stressed that we include an RV training class upon your purchase for all new and used RVs. We have a private campground that is included as well. So when the day comes for you to open up or to pick up your RV, the unit's here, it's all fired up, and you guys can be able to enjoy all of the cool features of the training class and the RV campground while you're still on the lot. Last but not least, of course, you have a section right here for all of your freshwater, battery, black, gray 1, and gray 2. And then you have a nice 20-foot awning. Just press extend. This will go ahead and go out real quick. Now, once this gets at its full extension, you'll see a flap that comes down. Be sure and stop once that flap comes down, because if you do hold it and it continues to spin, it will roll up backwards on itself, and that could potentially cause damages in the long run. So there's that flap. Go ahead and at its fullest extent, and it's perfect, just like that. It does have a pitch adjustment on here as well. You guys can pull this down and be able to pitch it to one side or the other depending on how you guys want the rain to roll off. However, if you do leave the campsite for an extended period of time, you can never predict that there's gonna be high winds or a freak rainstorm, so always be sure and close this up. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for your time and the opportunity to do business together. Give me a comment in the section below. Let me know what you think about this quick tour. Are you liking these videos? Should I do more video montages? Should I do more 360 tours? Of course, if you go through and you check out some of the previous videos, we're always trying to mix it up to try and make it even more unique to be able to explore on these really cool RVs. Thank you so much. Have a great day.